Hello everybody, welcome to the United Stands. I'm Mark Goldbridge. This is your latest Manchester United transfer news and a couple of breaking stories coming out this afternoon. Marcus Rashford and Mathis Tel are featured. Romano updating on Tel, but let's start with Marcus Rashford. This is coming in from Mate Moreto. I think I pronounced that right. Very good source from Spain saying that Barcelona have decided that the arrival of Marcus Rashford this transfer window is practically impossible. They're close to pulling out of the race. Aston Villa have now emerged as one of the most interested clubs. Aston Villa, I mean, look, I don't really want him going to another Premier League club, but it's better than nothing. I just think this is a shit show. I really think this is a shambles. I think you've got to look at Rashford's team again. You look at the advice that he's been given over the last couple of years. The interview last April talking about doubt me, back me great, doubt me even better, and then didn't get better. The interview he did just before or just after Christmas, whenever that was, it's just been an absolute mess. And I think that what has happened, you've literally had about 5 weeks to sort of move out. You've had AC Milan on a plate, Galatasaray, Saudi, so many options. The bottom line is, and I've said this so many times, my job, if I'm trying to get Marcus Rashford back, which is surely what he wants, is to look after Marcus Rashford. And I would be saying, look, Marcus, this is not your permanent move. This is January. I know Barcelona's a dream, but this is not a permanent move. This is do what Jadon did last year. Go and get a loan, get playing, just put yourself back playing and put yourself somewhere where you're playing and hopefully playing well. And then in the summer, way more options. And you start to put yourself on the journey back to being in the England squad for the World Cup next year, etc. What it feels like, and look, we don't know everything and the world is speculation, but what it feels like is not going to Milan, not going to Galatasaray. My dream's Barcelona. They've said they're interested. I'm going to wait for Barcelona. I'm going to miss all these opportunities and I'm going to wait for Barcelona. And Barcelona are a club not to wait on. Like Barcelona are probably saying to Man United, yeah, we'll take them off your hands if you pay us because they ain't got no money. Or we'll give you 10,000 a week. It's half his wages and that's a bargain, right? And I bet Barcelona can't afford it. But it seems like Rashford's like, I want to go Barcelona, which I understand. It's a dream. We all want a lot of things, and I understand him chasing that dream. But the danger is, look at Barcelona in recent history. They're not somebody you can count on to actually deliver. And now he is here in the last couple of days of the window, and Barcelona are looking like they're going to pull out. And then Rashford's there sort of like going, I've got a day or two to find somewhere to go. And the obvious intelligent thing was just to take Milan at the start of the window or whatever, and actually just get yourself playing. Because on top of that, if anybody doesn't agree with what I've just said, on top of that, as his agent or people around him, I would be saying, not only have you not got this Barcelona move, but you haven't played football for a month. Like, you could have gone to a club 3 weeks ago and been playing football, scoring goals. So it's just weird. Look, Man United's position, I can't really criticise it. Amrim's been very clear. Romano said there's a breakdown in their relationship. Man United are trying to move him on. They can't find someone to buy him. They're looking for a loan deal. So it can only be coming from Rashford's side that, no, we want this, we want this, we want this. And are you seriously going to put yourself in a position where you miss out on Barcelona and you stay at Man United? I mean, it's just not good advice as far as I'm concerned. What about Aston Villa? Look, genuinely, I've said this before, if I'm the president or the chairman or the CEO of a Premier League club or a top European club and it's a loan deal for 150 grand a week, I would do this. January can be about dead certs. It can also be about risk. Football is in risk. And I think that I'd be looking at that. I mean, I would be looking at that. Why not? He can score goals. He might have a point to prove. It worked with Dortmund and Sancho. I didn't see that. I don't think anyone really saw that. So it could work. It's quite low risk, and I think it could work for Villa. But the problem is, do Man United end up in a situation again where they're doing what they did with Sancho when he went to Chelsea? Is that where we're going with this? We're going to loan him out to a Premier League club. Obviously, he won't play against us. He can't play against us in the Europa League, and we're not competing for top six. So realistically, there's not really anything Rashford can do to us because we're not in the same tournaments and we're not in the same top four race. But it's still there on your doorstep every week. Oh, Rashford's done this on Match of the Day, that. Is it a little bit too... It's not... What I'm trying to say is, it's not comfortable for Amorim. And we're here to protect Man United and our manager. And I think Marcus Rashford being in the Premier League, it's not great, is it? But ultimately, it looks like United's issue, and it must be very frustrating, is yet again, it seems to be coming from Rashford's side. Now, maybe that's unfair. Maybe we'll hear something else. But I go back to that Andy Mitten piece a few weeks ago. He's spoken to previous managers, and more than one of them has had issues with Marcus Rashford. And we've got an issue now. It's like, what is it that's going on around Marcus Rashford that they don't understand? That he just needs to play football, and you're not going to do it the way things are going. Let's wait and see. Potentially on another negative, Fabrizio Romano has given an update on Tel of Bayern Munich. He says Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy is in Munich to hold face-to-face talks with Tel and his agent. Spurs are trying to push, as they're aware there is competition from other Premier League clubs. I've always felt that this was difficult. There was a journalist this morning, I think Jamie Jackson, was saying that Man United can't do the Tel deal until Rashford goes. I said that on This Morning. I speculated that might be the case because you've got to get money in to get money out. And obviously, whilst we're trying to do that, Spurs are trying to push. Now, it doesn't mean it happens. If Tel wanted to come to United and he's going to wait, he'll wait 2 days. He will wait. But obviously, are Man United really in? How much are Man United in? We heard that Man United have held talks with Bayern Munich and are interested, but is that going to be enough for Tel to wait? And what is he waiting for if we can't move Rashford on anyway? He might just go, look, I can't wait any longer. I'm going to move. And Spurs might be negotiating that deal. And look, this is better than Werner, but this happened to us last year with Ten Hag and Werner. We wanted Werner, but we couldn't get players out. Spurs just went and said, here's the money, let's do it. This is obviously a better deal than that, but we might be in that situation as well. Definitely. Just sort of breaking as well, Laurie Whitwell is saying that Villa are considering a loan deal, apparently, for Marcus Rashford. So beggars can't be choosers, and I'm talking about Man United. It comes down to the final day. Weird things happen. We need to move him on. They know we're desperate. Maybe Marcus Rashford's team knew this all along. If we don't get Barcelona, we'll definitely get something, and United will be desperate to move you on. So just wait. I still disagree with that because I think you've missed a month playing football. Maybe that was the plan. We'll wait for Barcelona. If it doesn't happen, they'll send us somewhere. Even in the Premier League, you won't have to move. So we'll get what we want anyway. But I think that's risky because you haven't actually played any football. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, look, things are happening. I think we knew things were going to happen. And I'm really... I wouldn't say I'm excited, but it looks like Garnacho's staying now. You never know with the Tel deal. As I say, Spurs can be doing their talks. I don't think we're going to get him. I've always thought he was going to London anyway. But sometimes with this Ineos ownership, we do surprising things. And I certainly think by Monday night, Marcus Rashford's going to go somewhere. I just think there might be a few turns like this where it's Villa. And maybe it'll be someone else in half an hour. But I do think he'll go. Let me know your thoughts. What are you thinking about the Tel deal? Do you think it's gone now? What do you think about Marcus Rashford and where he might end up? Do you have an issue with him going to Aston Villa? Is it just important to move him on like we did with Sancho to Chelsea? Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you smash a like on the video. You'll see our live show thing there. I said I would show you the venue, by the way, for those people thinking about getting tickets. Well, there it is. This is the Olympia Theatre in Ireland. Now, you might have seen our Christmas shows in the past where it's like one level, just loads of seats on one level. This is a proper venue. It's like the atmosphere is going to be fantastic. And that's what I mean. Front row seats don't really matter if you go row 2 or 3 because you might even have better views on those anyway. Fantastic venue. Can't wait for it. Get your tickets while you can. Links in the description, or you can scan the QR code next to me, of course. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll speak to you on the 8 o'clock show. And yeah, enjoy your evening. Get your comments in and get your tickets.